This compilation is packed with pure chaos from the world of heavy equipment fails. From trucks toppling off cliffs to cranes collapsing mid-lift, every moment will have you shaking your head, laughing nervously, or gasping out loud. Let's get into it. This truck was confidently climbing uphill until confidence turned into catastrophe. With no warning, the beast began rolling backward, and there was a ravine waiting right behind. In seconds, the truck vanished over the edge. Bystanders rushed to help, and thankfully, the driver survived. A heavy truck got stuck in mud, and a crane stepped in to save the day. Except it didn't. Instead of pulling it out, the push only made things worse. The crane tilted, the truck sunk deeper, and the whole rescue turned into a group panic session. Gravel delivery seemed routine, until the hydraulic lift kept tipping despite clear warnings.
Radio lift the cunt, he's about to blow it. Oh, here he goes. Oh, I'm scared.
One side of the truck couldn't handle the pressure, literally. With a slow, painful lean, the entire truck flipped onto its side. Maybe next time, listening to the crew might save more than just time.
Вот про что я и говорил. Я заснят. Бля.
A car was moving uphill with its gate wide open. The driver tried to control it, but lost his grip and ended up outside the vehicle.
Почему я это?
The car began rolling back and crashed into another vehicle parked below. A moment of carelessness turned costly in seconds. Truck inspections are usually boring until the hydraulic jack decides to bail. One second, all systems normal. The next, the semi collapses on its side. Workers sprint away just in time. It's a miracle no one got hurt. And a reminder that machines can betray you at the worst moment. A truck was moving smoothly when the ground underneath suddenly gave way. A sinkhole opened up, swallowing the truck and dumping its entire load. No one was injured, but the entire road had to be shut down after the incident. While reversing at a construction site, a cement mixing truck lost its balance and fell into a deep pit. Workers nearby scattered for safety. The driver couldn't jump out in time and fell with the truck. Miraculously, he survived with just a broken leg. On a busy road, a container slipped off a truck while turning and landed directly on an SUV. The container wasn't secured properly. The two people inside the SUV were lucky to avoid serious injuries. It was a close call that could have ended much worse. On a snowy railroad crossing, an excavator gets caught mid-turn. Suddenly, a train smashes into it. The heavy machine was struck hard but kept moving, escaping with no serious damage. The driver also escaped unharmed, a shocking moment caught on camera. A pickup truck driver ignored the red light at a railway crossing and drove straight ahead. This time, a train was approaching and collided with the truck, dragging it for several meters. The driver didn't suffer serious injuries, but the impact was brutal. At a work site, a heavy iron plate was being lifted when the lift suddenly snapped. The plate crashed down, covering the area in dust. Fortunately, no workers were in the immediate vicinity. One technical failure could have led to serious injuries. On a rough road, a truck likely had brake issues. It approached a sharp U-turn but kept going straight and fell into a small gorge. A crowd gathered quickly. It was a dangerous combination of road condition and mechanical failure. An excavator was working on a mountain slope. The driver sensed the machine was becoming unstable. Within seconds, the excavator lost balance and fell down the mountain. It rolled violently, turning into twisted metal by the time it reached the bottom. Carrying a heavy timber load, a truck navigated a soft, muddy road.
Yo!
The road's condition made it hard to control, and the truck eventually tipped over. The driver managed to jump out just in time before the entire vehicle went down. A mechanic was inspecting a large crane, trying to fix a fault. Without any warning, the crane's hydraulic system failed, and the entire lift collapsed. Dust filled the area, and everything stopped for a moment. Hopefully, the mechanic escaped without injury. At a repair site, a man was working on a large tractor.
Come on!
He was trying to disconnect a tightly fitted hydraulic pipe using a massive hammer. As he struck it, the pipe suddenly exploded with full force, launching him backward. The impact looked severe, but thankfully he walked away with only minor injuries. hydraulic lift was being used to recover a damaged truck, but the person operating the lift underestimated the truck's weight. As the lift strained under pressure, it lost balance and flipped over. The entire rescue attempt ended up becoming another accident on the scene. A crane was lifting a heavy object using its iron gripper. As the load was being raised, the gripper unexpectedly snapped open. Dropping the entire object to the ground. Luckily, no one was standing nearby at that moment. It was a technical error that could have caused serious harm. Security cameras at a port captured the moment when a crane operator missed the hookup, knocking over an entire stack of containers. The falling containers crashed onto a parked truck, smashing its cabin. Fortunately, the driver saw it coming and managed to run out just in time. On a construction site, a large crane tried lifting a smaller one but couldn't handle the weight shift. The big crane started tipping, its base lifted off the ground, and it lost balance entirely. The driver jumped out at the last second, avoiding a dangerous fall. A truck's rear section was stuck, and a crane was brought in to assist. To lighten the truck's load, workers began unloading materials using the hydraulic lift. But mid-process, the hydraulic system gave out completely. The lift collapsed, but thankfully no one was hurt in the chaos. On a dangerously narrow mountain road, a bus got stuck. A crane came to pull it out, but the soft, muddy surface made things worse. The bus lost balance, tilted, and flipped down the slope. Thankfully, the bus was empty when it fell. An excavator was climbing down a slope, using its arm for support after completing a digging task. But the steep incline caused the machine to lose its center of gravity. Within seconds, it tipped sideways and rolled over. It was a dangerous drop, and the machine was left badly damaged. A bulldozer was attempting to pull another vehicle out of a tight spot on a narrow road.
Here we go.
With water running along the roadside, traction was already a challenge.
God, and there it is.
As the bulldozer reversed to drag the vehicle, it lost grip and rolled straight into the water channel behind it. A cement mixer truck was moving uphill, but the slope was too steep. It started rolling backward, unable to stop. And tumbled into a shallow ravine. The scene was intense as people rushed over. There's hope the driver made it out without serious injuries. In a large open farm, a tractor was heading downhill while pulling a harrow. The slope was much steeper than it looked, and the driver lost control. The entire tractor flipped over on its side and rolled. A tractor driver attempts a stunt, flipping the vehicle while trying to show off. But the moment the front lifts, he falls off and hits the ground. He then tries to climb back on, only for the tractor to slam into a nearby tree. At a work site, a heavy object was being hoisted by a massive lift. The base seemed stable, but as the object rose, the entire lift tilted and buckled. The object came crashing down in the middle of the site. Luckily, there weren't many people around when it happened. While unloading material from a truck using a hydraulic lift, no one noticed just how overloaded it was. The weight pushed the lift system beyond its limit. Under immense pressure, the lift snapped completely. It was a costly mistake, but no one got injured. Everything appeared routine aboard a ship until chaos struck. A container from the top stack suddenly came loose and plummeted to the deck below. It landed with a deafening crash. Thankfully, no crew members were under it. Had someone been there, the result would have been tragic. If you enjoyed these insane equipment fails, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss out on more jaw-dropping moments.